Welcome back. I wanted to thank everyone for their responses on my last Eve video about low and null sec. I purposely did not respond to that because I wanted to use it as a resource for others, and I wanted it to only have your voice, the people that are in low and null, the people that it impacts the most. Oh, and this is a video I recorded. I'm in the middle of doing an Amar rep grind, so I thought that I'd put those videos up because for the most part all of my videos have been Mimitar perspective, so I figured I'd do some Amar ones. So anyway, I wanted to thank everyone because as a new player, there is a lot of misinformation, and I don't believe that it's intentional. It's based on people's opinions, but that opinion doesn't mean that it's necessarily accurate. And the low null needing a buff is one of those. The people that I know that reside in low null don't think that it's broken. Usually the people that first come down there out of high sec tend to think that it's broken because it's a different environment there. You don't, from my understanding, you don't have the same setup as you do, here. And it's, I would think if you're not in a good alliance, you'll struggle there. I had read an article that was whining about high sec being overpowered and low sec, it's not as easy to do market transactions and needs a buff. And so actually, to be honest, I got tired of the person whining. I mean, it's right to have your perspective, but I wanted to know once and for all if it's right, because if this blog that I was reading is inaccurate, I don't need to be taught wrong. You know what I'm saying? I found that not to say, like a very good example is I've pulled bad fits off a battle clinic. It probably suited the person well for what they wanted to do, but just because a fit on Battle Clinic is up there doesn't mean that it's an optimal fit for you. So, one of the things like my Hurricane fit, you look at it and say, well, that's an interesting fit, It's like I got it from Battle Clinic because it wasn't suited for what I needed. Although the description said it was, but it really wasn't optimal, I guess. But that's where new players can fall into that trap, is getting misinformation, thinking it's the correct information and it's the wrong information. Then you've got to undo what you learn and then learn the right thing, and that just slows down the learning curve. And it's no one's fault because, like I said, it's an opinion. But so I read this blog and I did a video based on it saying, it needs a buff, knowing full well everybody was going to say, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I wanted a resource so that others that fall into the same trap as I did, I have something to point them to and say, no, this is the way that it's supposed to work. Look at what these people are saying. These are the people that live there. This is how it's supposed to be. And here's some pointers on how to do it. And that's really what I want my channel to be. I mean, I'm sharing my experience as I go through Eve. And I am glad that people enjoy my videos. I enjoy making them, but I hope that I can help others. But I want to help others not fall into the same trap I did in believing someone's opinion as being fact, and then walking away thinking you've learned something when in truth you didn't. So that's what that video was about, and that's why I didn't respond, because I really wanted it to be the voice of Eve, the people that reside there, the people that are more experienced. And I wanted it to be just about them and saying what it really is about. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that. I wasn't, I'm not stopping the Eve videos or anything like that, but that's what that was about. So, yeah. This is a different Eve fit. Or hurricane fit. It's not the same one. I'm still learning how to. I had a lot of misinformation on fitting ships, so I'm going back and undoing what I learned. So that's the end of this mission. This is a 5-parter. I think it is. Yeah. So I will see you in the next one.